Monzon is challenged by
Il 2 giugno 1973 il ring è quello di Monte Carlo. Carlos Monzon difende per la sesta volta il titolo dei pesi medi conquistato a Roma nel 1970 contro Nino Benvenuti, contro Emile Griffith. Contro Emile Griffith aveva già combattuto a Buenos Aires nel 1971, il 25 settembre del 71, vincendo per KO tecnico alla 14ª ripresa.
He's fought Griffith once before, 2 years ago, and stopped him in 14 rounds, thus becoming only the second person in Griffith's career to stop Griffith at all.
Molto più alto Carlos Monzon.
Monzon has quite a lackadaisical style, really. He's very upright, he likes to use the left jab, he's a very strong man.
Monzon aveva la struttura del medio massimo, ma riusciva a rientrare nel limite dei pesi medi. L'arbitro è l'italiano Piero Brambilla. Brambilla era stato anche l'arbitro della prima sfida tra Nino Benvenuti e Sandro Mazzini, quella del 1965 sul ring dello stadio San Siro a Milano.
A good right hand from Monzon. The ring is very small here in Monte Carlo. There's only 16 foot. And that should be to Griffith's advantage. He's a shorter man, so he's got to get in there, get in close on Monzon, and attack the body. And that's what he's trying to do, straight away.
Emile Griffith, 3 volte avversario di Nino Benvenuti, campione del mondo dei pesi welter,
Good left hook from Griffiths, and he's
prima e poi dei pesi medi.
The ropes. The referee is Piero Brambilla from Italy.
Notevole la differenza in altezza tra i due pugili.
You can see Monzon still probing with his left hand, and he follows up
soltanto
the right
un
hand.
chilogrammo di differenza.
In a quiet opening round here, both men feeling each other out. They know each other quite well.
Prova il destro dritto Monzon.
Monzon there catches Griffiths right on the jaw, twists his head on its neck, but Emile took it very well. 30 seconds left in the round, as you can see. Griffiths attacks Monzon in the corner. The champion ties him up and the referee breaks him up. There's Griffiths again, leaping in with a left hook. He's got to nullify Monzon's long reach. There's 10 seconds to the end of the round now. A quiet opening round.
Prova il montante destro Monzon. Lo blocca Griffith ed è il gong che conclude la prima ripresa. Siamo già alla seconda. Dopo aver conquistato il titolo contro Nino Benvenuti il 7 novembre del 1970 sul ring del Palazzo dello Sport di Roma, Monzon lo ha difeso contro lo stesso Benvenuti qui a Monte Carlo. L'8 maggio del 71, poi c'è stata la difesa contro Griffith a Buenos Aires, poi contro Danny Moyer a Roma nel marzo del 1972, poi Monzon ha sconfitto Jean-Claude Boutier a Parigi, KO alla 13ª ripresa, quindi Tom Boggs a Copenaghen, KO alla 5ª ripresa, poi forse la difesa più sofferta l'11 novembre del 1972 contro Benny Briscoe a Buenos Aires, vittoria ai punti in 15 riprese, ma dopo che Monzon aveva superato un momento molto difficile, quindi questa è la sesta difesa del titolo da parte di Carlos Monzon, nato a Santa Fe il 7 agosto 1942, quindi aveva 31 anni Monzon, 35 Griffith.
Can't really do much about it. He's trying to get underneath the punch.
Fuori misura con il destro Griffith.
Monzon's just patiently getting out of the way. That right hand did clip Monzon there. Monzon's not got a great variety of punches. He tends to just follow the left hand with the right, sometimes throws in an uppercut to the body. Griffiths is more versatile, but he's the older fighter.
Fuori misura il destro dritto di Monzon. È buona la reazione di Griffith, che invece va a segno con il destro.
But he's certainly managing to get underneath the left jab better at the moment. The referee breaks them up there. Griffith's getting out of the way of that left jab. He's decided to pull away from it rather than come underneath it. Monzon puts in a nice right uppercut to the body. Monzon again tries the right hand. Both miss there. It's coming up to the end of the second round here.
L'abilità difensiva di Griffith riesce a neutralizzare la potenza e i colpi dritti di Monzon. Conclusione della seconda ripresa. Gil Clancy all'angolo di Emile Griffith.
In a very steady opening. Griffith's rushing into Monzon there. His tactic must be to get in close. Monzon's pop-shotting him from a distance there. It's a very strong fighter, the Argentinian champion. Surprisingly enough, he's had more fights than Griffiths, 95 to Griffiths 92.
Monzon cerca di sfruttare il suo maggiore allungo, Griffith naturalmente cerca di imporre il match a distanza ravvicinata.
Being the shorter fighter, it's bound to rub into Monzon's face occasionally. And a good right uppercut.
Montante destro di Monzon.
He's counter-punching well. Griffiths bobs and weaves in. There's a right and a left hook, and Griffiths attacks. Again catches Monzon on the ropes, and they tangle up. Monzon's too clever to let him work inside. He wants to be at a distance. He wants to be jabbing at Griffiths, throwing that long right hand and that right hand to the body. He wants to use his strength against the older man. And again, Griffiths' head comes under Monzon's chin.
Cerca di caricare il destro sugli attacchi dell'avversario Monzon. Due volte col destro Monzon, poi il gancio sinistro di Griffith.
It's been a quiet start for this fight, but an effective one for Carlos Monzon, the world champion.
Non riesce a trovare la misura per il destro dritto Monzon. Forse la sua arma più pericolosa, gancio sinistro di Griffith.
Surprisingly, he's only had 92 fights against Monzon's 95. There's that scything right uppercut to the body from Monzon. It's an effective punch, it wears you out. Last time Griffiths was defenseless in the corner.
Non trova il bersaglio con il destro, Monzon.
I think he's trying to pace himself much more this time. Here we come up to the end of the third round. Monzon in control at the moment.
Sinistro e destro di Monzon. Conclusione della terza ripresa.
And now we start the fourth round, and immediately Griffiths rushes Monzon to the ropes. Emile first won a world title 12 years ago when he knocked out Benny Kid Parrott for the World Welterweight Championship. He held that title twice and also held the World Junior Middleweight Championship before moving up to the middleweights.
Monzon è imbattuto dal 1964, quando ha perso i punti contro Alberto Massi. 3 sole sconfitte nel record di Carlos Monzon, tutte e 3 i punti, e tutte e 3 riscattate in incontri di rivincita.
There's no damage being done there.
Quindi qui siamo nel 1973, Monzon imbattuto da 9 anni.
Monzon's slipping in that right uppercut. There you can see Griffith chasing and harrying him.
Buona azione offensiva di Griffith.
Again, the referee warns both men this time about head work. Neither man is susceptible to cut eyes. Both have had long careers and never been stopped on cuts.
Tocca col sinistro ma non riesce a doppiare con il destro Monzon.
It's a good right hand from Griffith. He's working much
il destro di Griffith,
getting into the fight.
Il sinistro di Monzon.
Great left hook. They exchange left hooks and it's Griffith that was the better punch. Comes in low, doesn't manage to get any work done. He's really getting into this fight now. He's a cagey old campaigner and Monzon knows that he's going to have trouble with him.
Destro di Monzon, poi il sinistro.
See how Griffith slips to the side, gets underneath. But unfortunately Monzon ties him up close. He's got to keep his hands free to do some work.
Griffith in avanti.
Very cagey fight.
Non spazio a Monzon.
And here we start the fifth round.
Quinta ripresa.
Fifth round of this 15-round World Middleweight Championship.
Match previsto sui 15 round. Montante destro di Monzon.
It's been a quiet first 5 rounds, but a great
Griffith
right
prova
hand
con un destro a traiettoria lunga.
This is the follow-up left hook. It's an interesting fight, a good, distinct clash of styles.
Un richiamo dell'arbitro Brambilla a Monzon che ha colpito dietro la nuca.
The moment Monzon seems to be keeping on top with his craftier boxing. Griffith is making him work. He's always in there, trying for this world title for the 6th time.
Corto gancio sinistro di Monzon.
Left jab keeps
Col
popping
jab
out.
sinistro Monzon.
Griffith's not matching him with jabs really. He's got the shorter reach. He's trying to knock
Gancio
Monzon's
sinistro di
jab away
Monzon.
and getting underneath. That right uppercut to the body, sinking in,
Montante destro di
slowing
Monzon.
Griffith down. Good volley
Colpi
of
di
punches
sbarramento.
there from Monzon, combination of lefts and rights.
Da parte del campione argentino.
But he's keeping Griffiths away, throwing punches to keep him
Tengono a
away.
distanza Griffith.
Oh, great
Destro di
right hand from
Griffith sul
that
destro
one
di
did catch
Monzon.
But he's got a cast iron jaw, this man. Griffiths is a solid puncher, not a tremendous knockout puncher. He's only scored 21 KOs in his career so far.
Buoni colpi di Monzon sull'attacco di Griffith.
That's where Griffiths wants to do his work.
Griffith
inside.
costretto a prendere dei rischi per accorciare la distanza. Sesta ripresa.
Monzon has this amazing record. He's actually got 9 draws on his record, but all but one fighter he's beaten in a rematch. Only one man never fought him again who got a draw against him. So his record's almost perfect. That man was an Argentinian called Marco Bustos. Not much known about him.
Buon montante destro di Monzon.
That Monzon right hand zeroing in on Griffith's chin. He throws that overhand straight right. And then
Destro di Monzon.
whips in an uppercut like he does there.
Ancora Monzon con il gancio destro. Ma Griffith continua ad andare in avanti.
There's that right again.
Gancio sinistro di Griffith.
Griffith is staying with him, working away.
Montante destro di Monzon.
Monzon got some doubts a bit on the ropes there. He was watching everything that Griffith was going to do. Griffith decided not to throw any punches really.
Jab sinistro di
was ready
Griffith.
for them. There they return to mid-ring. And it's just a steady
Destro di Monzon, fa sbandare
landing on
Griffith.
Griffith's left jabs, following right.
Ancora col destro Monzon.
There's the
Ed è la
sixth
conclusione
of
della
the
sesta
seventh
ripresa.
round
Siamo
now.
già nella settima. Il ring è quello di Monte Carlo, Principato di Monaco. Stesso ring sul quale Monzon aveva battuto per la seconda volta Nino Benvenuti.
Monzon took the title from the great Italian Nino
In un
Benvenuti.
incontro di rivincita che Benvenuti ha affrontato senza alcuna possibilità di successo.
Beating him once and losing twice.
È stato anche l'ultimo incontro della carriera di Nino Benvenuti. Forse un incontro che sarebbe stato meglio evitare.
That right uppercut to the body. It's landing quite frequently.
Destro di Monzon.
Monzon must be ahead at this point. In the 7th round. It's been a quiet opening, but we've had some action in the 5th and 6th.
Monzon con il destro.
But his steady tattoo of left
E
jab.
poi un
and a
destro di
great right hand from
Griffith.
Griffith
La
there.
traiettoria lunga.
Well, Monzon, can you see how he turned him on the ropes, turned the advantage his way, took the right hand, turned Griffiths around, went back to the centre of the ring. That's where he's most comfortable. He likes to dominate fights from that
Il
position.
destro di Griffith.
He's in no hurry.
Buon lavoro al corpo di Griffith.
This is his 6th world
Poi il
title
destro di
defense.
Monzon.
He's fast, getting a
Poi il jab
reputation of being a
sinistro.
great fighter.
Tentativo di Montante destro. Ancora il destro di
Maybe
Monzon.
not a spectacular fighter to watch, but he's very effective, and of course he's very big for his weight
Gancio
division.
sinistro di Griffith in uscita.
All his weight is above his waist there, spindly legs, but the big broad shoulders, and he's a very good hitter. Another good exchange. Griffith's got in the better left hook there,
Buono
but he doesn't
scambio.
seem to be able to hurt the Argentinian champion at all. Coming up to the end of the 7th round here. Monzon wipes away at his left eye, feels he might be damaged there. I don't
Non trova il
think so,
bersaglio
but
con il destro
been worried
Griffith.
about
Poi il
Griffith's
jab
head all
sinistro di
evening.
Monzon, il montante destro.
There he's
Buona azione
lands
di
an
Monzon,
attack.
colpi dritti.
Griffiths takes it, comes back, and there rubs his glove in Monzon's face. The champion didn't like
E la
that. It's the end of the
conclusione
round.
della
We're going
settima
to the
ripresa. Siamo già all'ottava. Match sulle 15
eighth.
riprese.
Right uppercut from Monzon, catches Griffiths in the face, but the challenger isn't shaken at all. He's a tough man.
Griffith sembra non preoccuparsi dei destri di Monzon che deve incassare per cercare di portarsi vicino all'avversario.
Griffiths knows he must be behind. He's got to get in there. He's got to land more punches.
Buona azione di Monzon. Reagisce comunque Griffith.
Manages. Again, he's turned on the ropes there cleverly by Carlos Monzon. You wouldn't call Monzon a master boxer, but he's certainly a cagey one. He knows all the moves. Oh, and he takes a right hand. That one knocks him into the ropes. I don't know how badly hurt he was there. He's a difficult man to hurt. He doesn't look shaken at all. Caught off balance probably.
Destro di Monzon.
But he is holding a bit there. That's often a sign.
Gancio sinistro di Griffith. Tentativo di montante destro da parte di Monzon.
Griffith's working better in this round. Having more
Destro e
success.
sinistro di Griffith.
Burrowing in there. See Monzon holding his left arm to protect himself. Griffith's having to lunge with punches from the outside and barging into Monzon. His shorter stature makes it difficult for him, but he's trying his best, leaping in with punches.
Anche se non vanno a segno tutti i colpi dritti di Monzon, tengono lontano Griffith.
A
vuoto con il gancio sinistro Griffith, mentre si conclude l'ottava ripresa.
Here's Monzon coming out for the 9th round.
Nona ripresa.
Immediately Griffiths goes into the attack.
Ora col jab sinistro,
Monzon.
Il gancio sinistro di Monzon.
Not seen that body punch for a couple of rounds, but he's beginning to sink it in again. Determined to slow Griffiths down.
Poi tocca col sinistro Griffith 2 volte.
Griffiths, though. Monzon is open to that leaping right hand.
Jab sinistro di Monzon, a ripetizione.
Griffiths has closed the gap a little bit over these last few rounds, but Monzon must be ahead. There's still a long way to go in this 15-round world title fight. Good exchange of right hands there.
Col jab sinistro Monzon.
Again, Griffiths trying to work on the inside, and Monzon's keeping him off with that left
Tocca col sinistro Griffith.
long right hand. Griffiths got quite a lot of spring in his aging legs there, showing it as he dances around the ring.
Deve giocare sul tempo Griffith per riuscire a toccare Monzon, che ha un allungo molto superiore. Destro di Griffith.
Not looking tired, his legs are good.
Ancora il destro di Griffith.
Monzon's let Griffiths take the initiative away in this round. The last minute of round 9, another left hook catches Monzon.
Sta recuperando terreno Griffith, anche se qui va a vuoto.
Right cheek of Monzon there. His face is looking a little bit red on that side. So Griffiths is obviously causing some damage. Wild left hook, and Griffiths really goes off balance. He has to just steady himself on the rope there. There's Griffiths moving on his feet well again. Now he's beginning to jab. Good round for Emile Griffith this time. And he pushes Monzon away with the heel of his glove and goes to the right hand. Griffith. That's the end of the round, and we start the 10th round.
Siamo alla 10ª ripresa. Ricordo che l'arbitro l'italiano Piero Brambilla.
Emile Griffiths, former world champion, is coming back into this fight very well.
Il miglior arbitro italiano di pugilato di tutti i tempi.
It's been a good solid fight so far. It's Monzon's right up against
destro sinistro di Monzon.
Griffiths is holding back a bit. Griffiths is beginning to get hold on Monzon much more now. The champion's left jab isn't as effective. It's more of a pouring punch than it was.
Un altro intervento dell'arbitro, poi prova col destro e poi tocca col sinistro Griffith. Monzon sulle corde.
A little bit slack the ropes. Normally the ring is about 22 feet inside. This one's a 16-foot ring. It could well be
un ring abbastanza piccolo,
because of Emile Griffith's handlers. They've asked for the
sul
smaller
quale
ring.
si combatte a Monte Carlo.
There's often a lot of argy-bargy before fights as to the size of ring. There's not a standard size.
Dovrebbe essere una misura più favorevole a Griffith.
14 feet though, so this one is pretty
Tocca
small.
col destro Griffith, cerca di tenerlo lontano Monzon.
But Monzon seems to be handling that. He's now
Destro al
attacking
corpo di Monzon.
Griffith has been less effective in this round.
Fermato Griffith dal destro di Monzon, poi tocca col sinistro Griffith.
Griffith is very experienced. He always fights the last minute of the round. Very much harder than the first minute. Tries to catch the judge's eyes there.
Ricordo Griffith 3 volte avversario di Nino Benvenuti, sconfitto da Benvenuti il 17 aprile del 67, vincitore su Benvenuti il 28 settembre dello stesso anno, sconfitto ancora il 4 marzo del 1968 nella riunione inaugurale del nuovo Madison Square Garden a New York. Sinistro e destro di Monzon, poi ancora il destro. Conclusione della 10ª ripresa, siamo già all'11ª.
Griffith knows that he must be behind, but if he can keep pressing, he can snatch this fight. Neither showing much signs of tiredness yet.
Griffith col sinistro in
It hasn't
avanti.
been fantastic, but it's been a good steady slog.
Destro dritto di Monzon, ma poi il destro di Griffith.
Good left jab from Monzon again. He's keeping away from Griffith. Griffith is moving well, but he's not landing that many punches. He's trying to jab with Monzon. He's losing out on the reach stakes. Sometimes
Jab sinistro di Monzon.
Ponderous even. Griffith is the faster puncher.
Neutralizzato Griffith da vicino, prova col destro, prova col sinistro, senza trovare il bersaglio. Griffith.
We've seen two great champions, a battle of wits, a battle of skills, and a battle of stamina, of course. Monzon, a
Non trova il
classic
bersaglio,
example,
Monzon.
coming from a very poor Argentinian family, 11 children in the family, hardly had any schooling. Griffith is from the Virgin Islands originally, though he's lived in America most of his life. He's a hat maker by trade, which doesn't seem to go together with being a world professional boxer.
Nato nelle Isole Vergini,
turns away there.
Emile
He's complaining
Griffith
about Griffith's butting. It's not a matter of butting, it's just a clash of heads.
vive tuttora a New York,
Griffith has never been a dirty fighter.
col jab
He's never had to be a
sinistro,
dirty fighter.
Monzon.
He's been a great fighter. The referee Brambilla there does touch Griffiths on the forehead to warn him. Monzon's face
Ancora il jab
shows signs
sinistro
of
di
damage,
Monzon.
but nothing much there at the
Poi
moment.
montante destro, poi un sinistro a distanza ravvicinata di Griffith.
20 seconds
Griffith
left
col
in the
sinistro.
round. Griffiths again trying to jab, trying to work harder. At the end of the round, he throws a flurry there, lacking a bit of accuracy. It's angled up there. There's the belt to end
Ed è la
round 11.
conclusione
Here we go into round 12 now.
Dell'11ª ripresa, la 12ª si inizia con Griffith
And trying to
all'attacco,
make up the leeway over these last 3 or 4 rounds. This is the time when the older man should be slowing down, but he's
Gancio sinistro di Monzon.
Moving nicely.
Poi tocca col sinistro Griffith.
I'm sure Emile feels he's in with a shout. He's very experienced. He knows how the fight's going.
Gran uso del jab sinistro da parte di Carlos Monzon.
That nagging, probing left jab that's continually causing Griffiths trouble tonight. You can see Monzon almost pushes it out without thinking. It stabs into
Non ci sono stati knockdown.
Scoring points all the time. Griffiths has a quiet beginning to this round 12. That's the pattern he likes to fight under. Monzon just keeps working, plugging away. There you can see Emile again, moving his feet
Puntante destro di Monzon.
Really
ancora il destro di Monzon.
Land a lot more punches. Monzon's
Poi il destro di Griffith.
jabbing away, he takes the right hand there.
Col sinistro Griffith.
The referee breaks them up as they tangle up.
Si compone Griffith.
Punch at Griffith.
Puntante destro di Monzon.
That right uppercut to the body's coming into play again. I think he would have expected Griffiths to have slowed down a lot more by now. Monzon's just content to outbox his man. He's not looking for a knockout here. He knows how difficult it is to knock Griffiths out.
In avanti Griffith.
Left there from Monzon, and
Lo
that one
contra
didn't hurt
Monzon.
Griffiths. He fell into the ropes. He seems okay. Well, Monzon's honing in there, looking to go with the right hand, which he misses. Referee breaks them up. Griffiths is happy to lie on the ropes, but he's coming back in again.
A vuoto col sinistro Griffith.
Been a good round for Monzon this. Griffiths really needs
Col
to...
destro Monzon su Griffith in attacco.
He's not scored much this round.
E la conclusione della 12ª ripresa.
Thirteenth round.
Siamo alla 13ª.
And immediately Monzon goes off with the left jab.
Griffith consapevole di dover recuperare qualcosa nel punteggio.
Again, Griffith's head wraps into Monzon's face. They're getting close. Nice right
Montante
uppercut
destro di
Monzon.
Monzon.
A long half bolo punch really. Monzon's a hard, heavy puncher rather than a snappy puncher. His punches seem rather slow and long and lazy, but they're very effective. There's that right hand, he misses. The referee's having to work quite hard in this fight, breaking the men.
Un destro in uscita di Monzon che non trova però il bersaglio. Si scompone Griffith.
Griffith's getting tangled up. I think he's beginning to slow down at last. Monzon
Destro di Monzon.
Right hand and a right uppercut. Griffiths hasn't done a lot this round. Monzon's throwing the more punches again. He's working the harder.
Monzon, buona serie. Sinistro e destro di Monzon. Ancora
Monzon. Griffith's mouth is coming open now. He's beginning to tire. His legs aren't so springy. It's hardly surprising.
Griffith col jab sinistro.
Now, having said that, there he is, moving nicely again. Good left jab from Griffith. He really ought to try using that punch more.
Tocca col sinistro Griffith.
We're into the last minute of the round again, and that's why Griffith has come to life. There he is, jigging in.
Griffith in avanti.
Coming up to the end of the 13th round.
Sfida i colpi di sbarramento di Monzon.
Referee Brambrea spits them up. Good left jab from Griffith, and there's the end of the round. Now the 14. This is the
14esima e penultima ripresa.
Last time. He'd done very well in that fight, but Monzon caught up with him and battered him in a corner. The referee stopped the fight. Doesn't look as though that's going to happen tonight. Griffith still looks very lively.
Nella prima sfida tra i due sul ring di Buenos Aires nel 1971, Monzon ha battuto Griffith per KO tecnico alla 14esima ripresa.
That was the famous Rubin Hurricane Carter who stopped him in one round. Good right jab. As Griffiths came in, caught him right in the face. Monzon seems to be sitting down on his punches more now, trying to put more power into them. He's spreading his feet wider to get the leverage. You can see that
Puntante
right
destro di Monzon.
Emile still moving well.
Ancora col destro Monzon.
Still throwing plenty of leather. There's a good attack from Griffiths. He got inside with a double left hook to the body and head. Monzon always relies on that left jab to break up any attack that Griffiths tries. He pushes Griffiths away.
Si scompone ancora Griffith. Un corto destro al corpo di Griffith, distanza ravvicinata.
Good exchange there, both get a bit tangled up. Both keep punching. But it's Monzon's left jab that's been dominant tonight. He's wrapped that into Griffith's face constantly throughout these 14 rounds. Here we come up for the last minute of the 14th round.
Misure di Monzon per un peso medio.
Throwing punches now, as we've seen before. They work hard in the last minute.
Tocca col gancio sinistro Monzon. Montante destro, gancio sinistro di Monzon. Ancora Monzon.
Hand from Monzon. Griffith goes into the ropes. He waves at Monzon, seems to wave him in. I think that one hurt him. Monzon can't press the advantage though. Griffith is too cagey. He's holding just when he needs to. He's coming up right to the end of the 14th round here.
Siamo alla fine della 14esima ripresa.
Griffith has been hurt.
Col destro dritto Griffith.
There's the bell to end the 14th round.
E siamo dunque giunti alla 15esima ed ultima ripresa. Carlos Monzon difende per la sesta volta il titolo mondiale dei pesi medi. Siamo nel giugno del 1973, Monzon ha conquistato il titolo il 7 novembre 1970 sul ring del Palazzo dello Sport di Roma. Vittoria per KO alla 12esima ripresa su Nino Benvenuti, sconfitto poi in 3 round in un incontro di rivincita svoltosi su questo ring di Monte Carlo. Un gancio sinistro di Monzon. Fuori misura prima Monzon e poi Griffith.
Good right hand from Monzon this last round. The pattern has really been as before. Griffith jigging on his legs, but still trying to
Tocca
get
col
inside.
sinistro Griffith.
Good left hook to the body from Griffith.
Sinistro al corpo
It's always
di
been
Griffith.
interesting. There's been not many highlights to it, but plenty of good boxing, plenty of hard punching. There are two very tough men in here, two very strong and cagey.
Il destro di Monzon, poi quello di Griffith. Griffith col sinistro al corpo. Il gancio sinistro di Griffith.
Griffiths again getting to grips with Monzon. They're coming up to the end of the fight here. Griffiths is still strong, still in there. His right eye looks a bit puffy. But it's been a great challenge from Emile Griffiths, the former 5 times world champion. He's a proud man and he can be proud of his performance tonight.
Il destro e poi il sinistro di Griffith.
There's Monzon, 4 years younger, but proving himself to be a great fighter.
4 anni di differenza tra i due. 31 anni Monzon, 35 Griffith.
Speaks for itself, and so does his ability
Col
in the
sinistro
ring. There you can see
Griffith,
him
poi il destro
cracking
dritto di
out the right
Monzon,
hand.
poi il gancio sinistro di Monzon, montante destro di Monzon.
30 seconds of the fight and they're having a great exchange in the corner there.
Ultime battute del match.
Monzon's making sure. Good right hand from Monzon.
Destro di Monzon.
Twists away from it, but still takes plenty of punch on the head. Referee warns them both right at the
Mettiamo volante di Brambilla Griffith.
And there's the bell to end.
Ed è l'ultimo colpo di gong.
Gloves.
Alzano le braccia entrambi.
To acknowledge Monzon. He's raised by his cornerman Howie Albert.
Viene portato in trionfo dai suoi uomini d'angolo Emile Griffith, ma è Monzon che vince ai punti e difende dunque per la 6ª volta il titolo mondiale dei pesi